It is currently August 1st, Tuesday, and the loot tracker is actually tracking Duke kills now, so that's cool. We're at 718, and still no ring or Virtus pieces, so yeah, kind of sucks. The idea was to make loot from videos like 100 kills, like do 100 kills of each boss. But when I found out, or actually even before I found out the new drop rate mechanic for the rings, the plan was to stay here until I got the ring, and then I'd move on to the other bosses. I had no idea how rare this ring was going to be, and as you can see, mistakes were made. So now I have to stay here until I get the ring. I don't know how long it's going to take, but yeah, that's why, you know, I haven't done the other 100 kills from the other bosses yet, because I've been stuck in this literal prison. But yeah, it's not too bad though. We have been getting lucky with the Awakener orbs. As you can see, we've gotten 3 in this one trip, and they've been selling for a bunch of different prices, anywhere from 5 mil to 2.5 mil, with most of them selling for around 3 to 4. So we made a pretty good amount of money with those alone. Towards the end, you'll see that I have all of the orbs sold, and they're all in platinum tokens, just to keep track of how much money we've made from those alone. And the reason for that is because I just didn't want to hold on to all of them. The prices were just way too good to pass up. And as you can see here, we had some connection issues. Luckily, this only happened once, but yeah, still thought it was pretty funny. So today is August 3rd, and Jagex ended up making the drop rate of uniques from the 4 new bosses more common. I think it was like a 20 to 30% increase. So yeah, kind of interesting, because they said that they wouldn't like release drop rates until 2 weeks until after the update, and they ended up changing the drop rates only 1 week after. So yeah, a bit weird. Now, I don't really care about that, but how funny would it be if by changing the drop rates, they also reset the ring counter? Like, what if I was 2 out of 3 and now we're back at 0 out of 3? That'd be pretty funny. But yep, today will be another day of killing Duke. I'm still locked in the prison. This is the greatest example of sunk cost. I've been here since the beginning, hoping to get that ring drop so that I can sell for some good money, because I need money for upgrades. And I think after today's changes, the ring is now at 100 mil, so we'll see how long that lasts until it drops down even further. Turns out it didn't last that long. The ring has now dropped to 50 mil, which is great to see. Yeah, kind of unfortunate, because I wanted to make some money here at the boss early. That's why I've been grinding this boss since the update went live. But I guess there's a bright side to it. The bright side is I no longer feel compelled to stay here until I get the ring. So after we do 1,000 kills, which we're very close to, I'll go ahead and move over to the other bosses and do at least 100 kills of those and make videos on those guys, because I'm actually really looking forward to doing some other bosses. Duke is nice, but he's just not very engaging, which is good, I guess, because whenever you want to chill, you can just come here and make some decent money. But you know, of course, I will eventually come back to Duke after I do at least 100 kills of those other bosses, because I need to get the ring, but more importantly, I need to get the pet. This pet is easily the ugliest in the entire game, and I need it. I need it. Now, since we didn't get lucky with the ring early on in this grind, I know some of them were selling for like hundreds of mil in the very beginning. My plan was to use that to buy some mage gear, because currently I don't have any good mage gear. For the quest, I used mystics and a trident for the whisperer fight, which is unfortunate because I think that's my most favorite boss out of the 4. I think it's like the most engaging, and I think it looks the coolest, and I was stuck killing it in like the worst gear possible. Well, not the worst gear, but worst gear that I had for all 4 bosses. So whenever it's time to kill the Whisperer, I'm most likely going to have to sell a lot of the stuff in my bank to buy some mage gear, which I don't really want to do, because whenever I sell my items, they normally jump up in price and I lose a lot of money, but it is what it is. The exciting part about that though is that for the first time, I should be able to use the Tumecan Shadow. I've never owned one, never used one, so
hopefully I'll have enough money to buy one of those and give it a shot and see what everyone's been talking about, because apparently it's a broken weapon. And speaking of broken weapons, I was considering selling my gear and buying a scythe and Torva so that I can like grind out Duke at like max efficiency, but it just really didn't seem worth it. Fang is already so good here, and I don't have to worry about an upkeep cost. And like I said before, I don't have to worry about losing money on the items that I sell, so that's why I'm still using this gear. But maybe one of these days we'll have enough money to get Torva and a scythe, and then we can farm this boss at max efficiency. But more than likely, I think I'm gonna get the pet before then, but we'll see. And that's also the main reason why I haven't used the Awakener's Orbs. Not only are they really good money to sell for, but I just don't have Torva right now, which kind of defeats the purpose of doing those bosses. Really, the main reason of doing those bosses is so that you can get the ornament kit and recolor the Torva, so it's kind of useless for me right now. I figure that by the time I have Torva, the Awakener's Orbs will be a lot cheaper, and it won't cost me an arm and a leg to send attempts at the Awakened bosses. As for which boss I'm going to move on to after this, I'm thinking Leviathan, just because I think I already have gear for that fight, but if not Leviathan, then I might do Whisperer. Although, you know, I have to sell my items, but I am really looking forward to that boss. And while we haven't had the best of luck here at Duke, that's okay. I mean, if there's a boss that I want to go dry at, it would probably be Duke, just because of how easy and laid back it is. I know as far as like pets went, I wanted the Whisperer like the most. I think the Whisperer is like the coolest looking boss out of the 4, but being here for a certain amount of time in this prison has just made me love the Duke boss so much. I think he's probably my favorite pet from the 4, just because of how cute he looks. This could be a case of Stockholm syndrome, I don't know, but yeah, I need to have this boss pet. So that is 1,000 kills completed, or I guess 1,000 more kills completed here at Duke. We're currently at 1,101. Here's a look at the collection log. 2 Eye of the Dukes, 5 Ice Quartz, Frozen Tablet of course, and then we did get 3 Chromium Ingots, which is good because we can actually make the ring once we finally get the Vestige. And then of course the Awakener's Orb, which I think they just recently added to the collection log, because we've gotten a bunch of these before. And of course no Virtus pieces, which, you know, sucks as well. But I guess let's go ahead and take a look at how much money we made from these 1,000 kills. I do believe this is everything from the 1,000 kills, with the exception of like supplies like the pineapple pizzas, the prayer potions, the super combats, because those were mostly used in the encounter, and because it just stacked with the stuff that I already have, so I have no idea how many I actually got. The runes, luckily, I did put in the GE before doing this, so that I could actually know how many I had, so that's good. And then of course there were some other drops like Pure Essence and Air Runes that I just didn't include because they're just, yeah, I have stacks of them already and it's not even worth that much, so we left those out. But I think for the most part, this is pretty accurate. We have these platinum tokens. We have 66 million in platinum tokens. These are all of the Awakener's Orbs, because as I would get them, I would sell them because they were selling for pretty high amounts. And then of course we have the Ice Quartz here at the bottom. I actually did not add the Eye of the Duke. I forgot that. Where's that? Yeah, 2 Eyes of the Duke, and then of course 1 more Ice Quartz. So I guess I'll just put them in there. But let's go ahead and see how much money we made from these 1,000 kills. 118 million GP. Not bad, especially when you consider the fact that we did not get any expensive pieces like Virtus or the ring. So yeah, pretty decent. I'd say the Awakener's Orbs definitely carried us a little bit, so nice. I just want to say thanks for checking out the video, and thank you to all of my channel members. Once again, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next episode.